Hello, everybody out there on TV land. TV land. TV land. TV land. Oh! My voice ain't gonna be shit, boy. I'm telling you, all that fucking screaming I'm doing, voice ain't gonna be nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I shouldn't do hip hop and R&B. I should. Hold on. Can't even see. That's too goddamn far. I'm ready for a class, Mr. DeMille. Alright. Good here. Making a real world today with everything you got. Well, just get away. Well, everybody knows your name. Excuse me, damn. Hold on. What shit is? I'm supposed to go to my piano shit. Let me go to my video real quick. Let me go to my video. Video on the way. Let me go to my video.
What's that?
Video on the way. Let me go to the video. Video on the way. Hey. Ooh, a little small riff, little small bit. Little Bill, get your ass out of the grass now. Mama, there's earthworms. Fuck you and them earthworms. Get your ass here now. Okay, let me, outside of just saying random dumb shit. What's good, everybody? Ow, fuck. Hold on. The video ain't goddamn started. I want me a bullshitting. This your boy Bruce Leroy wants to... I'm fucking up. The video ain't even goddamn started. Or the stream, whatever you want to call it. It's your boy Bruce Leroy, man. What the fuck is wrong with me, son? Oh shit, hold on. Let me get my... What you think? Yeah, I feel like somebody put some fucking laughing gas in me, dog. I feel like that goddamn joker that touched my shoulder, then all this giddiness came on me. It's like, you know you want to kill Batman, right? Alright, let me get to... What the fuck is wrong with me, son? Okay. This should... Let me get this together. Please don't... Alright. It's your boy... What the fuck? Okay, let me try to get this without fucking laughing for no reason. This your boy Bruce Leroy, okay? Welcome back to another Twitch stream. What the fuck? Yo. Yo, I'm retarded. I mean, I should have said that. I'm so sorry. I'm goofy, dog. What the hell is wrong with me, dude? Oh, my soul. What's wrong? Okay, let me stop, man. Let me get my shit together, man. Damn. Got my hoodie on sideways and shit. Shit is sideways. Alright, let me... The fuck is wrong? Okay. I'm gonna try to get through this motherfucking intro. Welcome back to another Twitch stream, okay? It's your boy Bruce Leroy. Follow me on Twitch at I'm Bruce Leroy BIH. Who's the BIH? Me. Okay, follow... What the fuck is... Okay, Instagram, Twitter, follow me over there at I am Bruce Leroy. TikTok is It's Bruce Leroy BIH. Okay, so after having a laughing attack, we're going back to piano, and if we have time... My eyeballs is bulging like that, like a motherfucker. If we have time, we're going to react to stuff. That's pretty much it. Maybe spend like 30 to 45 minutes on the piano, and then like the other time, we're going to be watching some Eagles content, I guess, to finish up. Then I'll see y'all tomorrow, and then we'll kind of figure out what we're going to do tomorrow. You know what I need to go back to doing low-key, and this is kind of like on like a random sidebar. I need to go back to start rehearsing my songs again like I did back in the day. It's just so hard because it's like my brain got so much shit going on. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta goddamn create content. Then I gotta think about how I'm gonna release music moving forward. Then I gotta think about how I'm gonna do Twitch streams, how I'm gonna react to shit. Should I react? Should I post content? And it's like it's a bunch of shit I gotta like. My brain's just overwhelmed, man. Yeah. So really starting on playing the piano right now. Okay, so basically we just gonna pick up where we left off. I think sometime last week and just see how it goes moving forward. Okay. Okay, be nicer. You know what pisses me off low key, and I'm gonna just say random sidebar so the stream is not dead. Every time I tell myself, oh, we need to bring our charger, I never do. I always end up forgetting my charger. It's annoying. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's get started, man. G, E, F, G, E, E, F, G. I think the black keys got to be sharp. I think. Okay, we'll get there when we get there. We'll get there when we get there. Okay, let's get back to work. Shit. Am I stepping on the pedal? I'm not. I was stepping on the freaking wrong part of it. Oh, damn, we got close. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. See, I got cocky and I fucked up. You see it? You saw that? Come on now. Stay focused. You stay focused. Shit. That was done on purpose. Clearly, I know that's not. Okay, so he did something at the end. I forgot what it was.
Doesn't that sound impressive? Doesn't that sound impressive? Like you're really a pro?
Okay. So, I gotta see how he did the last one. I should stop being lazy, go rewind it, but fuck it. It is what it is. Let me rewind it a little bit to see what keys he's actually hitting.
Number 4, you'll notice it's the exact same as pattern number 1, except our right hand plays our ring finger on top instead of our middle finger. So it looks like this. Pinky, thumb, thumb, ring. Pinky, thumb, thumb, ring. So pause the video and try practicing that. All right, now that we're back, we're going to try putting all of these patterns together. So remember, we have our 4 patterns. Pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3, and pattern 4. And so now for the grand finale, we're going to play each pattern 4 times. Remember to hold the pedal down throughout this whole thing. So the whole thing is going to sound like this. Pattern 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we switch to pattern 2, 2, 3, 4. And then we switch to pattern 3, 2, 3, 4, and then pattern 4, 2, 3, 4. And once you get it fully sped up, it's going to sound like this. Doesn't that sound impressive?
Oh, so he just hit everything together. Okay, so he just hit C and G on both sides. So it was like C, D, E, F. So it's hold on. Shit. No, almost. Wasn't perfect, but we getting there. We getting there. We getting there. Hold on. All right, let's do it again. See who's cracking in the chat. Can you play Runaway? Are you real? Hello. So first off, I couldn't see the chat because I low key I was trying to first off, OG Mine MC channel. Was good with you. Welcome. A, I'm real because I'm talking to you now if you're still here. 2, I am actually learning. This is dead ass my 4th or 5th day learning piano. I already told the story about the chat how I tried when I was younger and I could never get this shit. It was all confusing. I learned it off a DVD off a Simply Piano. So this is dead ass my 4th or 5th day. I think it's my 4th day actually doing piano. So no, I'm not no goddamn. I'm the furthest thing from MAESTRO. I ain't even Master Splinter. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm literally just basically what this is about is I'm just basically documenting my journey of me learning the piano. And then if we got time, do equals reactions and shit like that. But that's pretty much it. If he's still here, let's see if he's still here. No. So this motherfucker just ran. Hey, you know what's funny as hell? When I'm not looking at the chat, ain't nobody there. When I am looking at the chat, and what the hell is this emoji? What face? Dog, come on, man. What the hell? That was some bullshit. Okay, let me get back to work. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Closing my eyes kind of like helped calm me down a little bit. Cause I was hella rambunctious at the beginning. I couldn't even get through the damn intro without laughing. Hey, you remember? You know how all them damn movies, them blues movies and shit, when they like trying to like battle each other on a piano? That's kind of how I sound right now. I'm like, yeah, I know nothing about this here. Yeah, suck it now. We gotta play that piano. That's kind of how it sounds now when I played it all fast and shit. Okay, all right, let's get back to work. For real this time. Hey, y'all remember, for those of y'all that's in here, maybe it's just me, I don't give a fuck. But you remember Matt 94 and shit? When, like, I swear to God, because I was playing that shit on the computer, because I wasn't live back then. I was born in 99. But it's funny as hell. I fucking hate the combine, because this shit hurts your damn thumbs. You got to be like, so basically when you're doing a 40-yard dash, you got to sprint like a mother, like. And this shit be hurting your fingers. It's crazy. All right, man. Let's get to it. Hold on. It's awkward as fuck because I'm playing hella fast. I play so goddamn fast for. On the pedal? Yeah. If I put my hands closer together, it probably could. I think we got it. I'm gonna move on. Tomorrow we'll kind of do this as a warm, but then we'll move on to a new lesson tomorrow. That's how I'm gonna rock. And then we need to start. I want to start recording music again, which will kind of do like maybe like 2 or 3 days a week. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it. I have a plan, but you know what I'm saying. All right, let me do some reactions real quick. Yeah, like 45 minutes. So I'll be It's funny as hell. You know, if for those that were here yesterday, if anybody's here, whatever, I'm still gonna do me regardless. But y'all remember I told y'all about Mona talking about AJ Brown. You know, there's still motherfuckers arguing with me about this even right now. As if it's not common knowledge that AJ Brown, regardless if it's this year or next year, he's going to be moved. It's crazy. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to kind of do it as a warm-up, and then we're going to move on to the next lesson. And this is... really got on Michael Jackson's nerves.
I was raised in a Baptist church until I was 16 years old. We went to church Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night. We did outreach programs like at nursing homes and juvenile detention centers and children's hospitals, reading the Bible cover to cover, baptized, the whole bit. I have a deep, immense, true admiration for Christians who walk the walk. I'm talking about kind, understanding, peaceful, loving, really, truly leading with spirit. And I know a few of those people. And Kevin and Melissa are 2 of those people. What I know way more of is church people. And church people are one of the main reasons why I don't go to church anymore. And why...
Okay, so to give you context, this just happened to pop up on my feed. I'm just looking to see what George... I'm just interested just looking. After that, we're going to get to what I said we was going to get to.
I have such a deep, deep irritation with the entire idea of organized religion. It is such a put on. It is such a performance. It is such a, God doesn't play about me. Forget what you've done here on this earth, picking and choosing which Bible verses apply loosely to who you want to hate this week, because there is no hate like Christian love. So in some ways, I'm kind of grateful that I don't actually have to sound like a crazy person anymore when I say that, most Christians are wild hypocrites and they don't follow the teachings of Jesus. And it really has just become a club to judge other people and say that you're going to heaven for doing.
So, Joy Taylor, with all of the things that she's been raised to believe and what she says that she went through when she was younger as far as learning all of this stuff. Let me first say this. If you are falling away from church because of the people that you observed that were in church and you determined that they wasn't walking the walk the way that you think that they were supposed to walk the walk, then you are sadly mistaken. Because your walk with God is supposed to be your walk with God, and it's not supposed to be determined by what other people's walk with God is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And so whatever excuse that people make, because most people that even say that they are Christian, they may have been raised that way, but it doesn't mean that they're Christian. It's a similar thing to people that say that they Catholic. Most people that say that they Catholic was probably raised that way, or they went to a Catholic school, or their parents is Catholic, but they don't practice what Catholicism is. And so whatever her perspective is and excuse is no excuse.
I was raised.
You know what? Maybe. Listen, the only reason I'm gonna, because I know what somebody gonna say. Oh, and this is an Anton Daniels thing. It's like, oh yeah, what you call it? Yeah, so our people will be like, well, you're taking them out of context. How much can you gather off of? Like, if you post some shit yourself and you post a clip, I'm going to take from it whatever I'm going to take from it, and that's that. So this is what I took from this. I don't see anything wrong that Joy Taylor said, and I think she's 100% correct. I think a lot of people use religion as a costume, and the whole purpose of a church is unity, right? And it's understanding that each and every individual has a different walk when it comes to Christ, right? Just because somebody's further along, quote unquote, further along in their faith, doesn't make somebody better than somebody who is kind of further back in their faith, or more or less would be quote unquote sinful. I'm not the most religious person out there. Got a cursive problem. Got a lot to work on. I'm a good guy, but I have a lot of issues I got to work on. So I got to hold myself accountable for that and just continue to just walk forward to get better as a person every day. This is what I will say, though. She is 100% correct. There are people who manipulate and weaponize Bible verses. The reality is what they try to do is they try to hold the mirror to you. Whole time, in reality, they really hold the mirror to yourself. And just because you go to church, don't make you a good person. Don't just because you go to church, don't make you actually a Christian, right? Because if you're following the faith, you're supposed to welcome everybody. That's not saying you don't hold anybody accountable, but in the same breath, everybody, regardless of who they are, you welcome them with open arms. You don't get to determine where somebody should be at in their faith. Why are you doing this instead of that? Why aren't you minding your business? Right? So I'm not the most religious person. I'm not going to act like that I am. I'm not. But what I will say is this. I'll give you an example, bro. I'll give you an example, case in point. Lil Russell. I spoke about this. I made a video on it. And one thing about me, I don't give two craps about getting cancer. You know I say whatever the heck I want to say. Right or wrong, if I look back at something and I say something like, damn, you know what, man, I should have reworded that. You know what, I'll change it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, you know what, I was just saying some dumb shit when I was back in the day. And, you know, I just, you know, it was a bad thing in that moment. I made a decision. I think it was a lady that was, I remember her name. She made a video, which I will never do. I made a video, but the way I did it, I just basically was just like, yo, you ain't gonna bully me on this. It ain't gonna happen. I think TikTok muted it, but basically there was this light skinned girl, right? And she makes content, and people were upset because she was saying the N-word. She was saying nigga. So I'm tired of hearing the fucking discourse around that. It's irritating. It's annoying because here's the thing. Some of y'all will let y'all non-black friends will say it. And some of y'all have been notoriously allowed Hispanic people to say the word nigga on a consistent basis. So if that is the case, and that is still relevant, right? Because Fat Joe gonna keep saying what he gonna say. 6ix9ine gonna keep saying what he gonna say. Mexican OT, well, like whoever you want to throw in there, they gonna keep saying the word nigga. You're not gonna have an issue with that. You're probably not even gonna bring it. You're probably gonna just brush past, like, oh well, okay. But here's the thing, and I'm not here to say that they can't say it, and the reason why, because if they've been saying that and black people been kind of saying that around them, can I tell them to stop saying it? Really? It's such a confusing ass shit. I remember I asked my dad, I said, Dad, can Hispanic people say nigga? He thought I was playing, but I was dead ass serious. He really thought, like, he thought I was trolling. He thought I was being on something like, yo, why you asking me this stupid ass question? But it wasn't even that. I actually was genuinely curious because it was just weird how, like, I'm like, damn, like, Hispanic people can say it. You know what I'm saying? So there was a reason why I was saying what I was saying. I'm trying to remember why. I'm trying to remember how does it connect. There's a reason why I said, oh yeah. So I say that to say that, and I was going back and forth with this girl, and there was a part of me that was like, you know what? There are certain black people that it don't matter if, you know, you being part black or biracial. It don't even matter that they probably even allow Hispanic people to say nigga. They are going to have a problem with you being light-skinned. They're going to try to find every way to tell you that you're not black. They're going to say you're mixed. You're going to say, like, everything else under the sun except that, you know, you're black. Now, granted, you're not 100% black as a biracial. That makes all the sense in the world of no shit. But my thing is, when you're up here trying to tell, like, if you're coming from a standpoint of, okay, maybe you should expand your vocabulary a little bit and not settle for the low-hanging fruit or the ignorance and just settle for a somewhat ignorant word, I could get behind you on that. I'm still going to do what the hell I want because I'm a grown-ass man. But I could, you know, I might not even not say it just out of respect of, like, you know what? If you're coming at me from that angle, as far as, like, you know what, expand your vocabulary a little bit more. I know that you're a smart person, act like it. You know, use better vocabulary than just resorting to say nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I can get behind you when you if you going to put it to me like that. If you're gonna tell me that I can't say nigga because you feel like I'm not black enough, you can respectfully go. Matter of fact, don't fuck respectfully. You can go fuck yourself. Cause at the end of the day, it's like you're not gonna go stop 6ix9ine or Fat Joe for saying nigga and they Hispanic. You ain't gonna get your Hispanic neighbor to go stop saying niggas. So you're not gonna tell me as a black person, whatever percentage I am, 50%, whatever the case may be, you're not gonna tell me as a black person that I can't say nigga. That's why when Kehlani removed the song, I wouldn't have did that shit. So she made a video about it, and the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying, why I'm bringing this into this discussion, is because I know exactly how people of a certain mentality. There are certain black people that got their hang-ups about light-skinned people. Fact. There's certain black people that are racist to white people. Or racist, I should say. That's a fact. You understand what I'm saying? Like, these are facts. So when motherfuckers say, oh, black people can't be racist. Yes, they can. Anybody can be racist. You know what I'm saying? I mean, racist. You feel me? Anybody. So, I started to realize, I'm like, bro, why the fuck is you up here arguing with some of these ignorant-ass women? Or some of these ignorant-ass dudes that's in this goddamn comment section? Oh, it's just a word. Oh, anybody can say it. Stop arguing with these stupid motherfuckers. And then it's crazy because this girl was light-skinned. She put up her fan pictures. I already told her I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that shit. You have to take my word for it. But one thing about me, I'm not going to willfully say some shit that I'm not, right? I'm not going to walk around throwing the F word knowing that I'm not of that community. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going to throw around certain slurs knowing I'm not from that community, right? And even to an extent, if you throwing that word around and you're from that community, you know it's offensive, I'm going to have to look at you kind of funny. But with that being said, I started to realize, bro, why are you arguing with these people? And then I had to stop arguing with him because I realized I was in the wrong. Because why are you sitting up here? Once an ignorant person decided to be ignorant, what is you going back and forth with them online going to do? Outside of just waste your time and keep you from doing something else that's more productive. Does that make sense? So I say that to say there's been times where I said some shit and I was just like, bro, I had no business saying that. Or I had no business speaking. But going back to the example of the LaRussell point, LaRussell actually didn't say anything bad. All he basically said was, my only issue is this, and this is a very small issue. If you're going to say we're all God's creation, then you should say we're all God's creation. When you put the word heaven sent to people that, heaven sent is like, I don't want to say an angel, but somebody that's like, man, they doing some wondrous positive stuff for humankind. That's heaven sent. Like Whitney Houston would be somebody I'd consider heaven sent. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, Nipsey Hussle, like so many, Martin Luther King, like so many great people that actually did, and it's not to say that anybody's perfect, but what heaven sent is, if you use that terminology, that typically describes somebody who actually is contributing something positive to this world, contributing something like, you understand what I'm saying? Contributing something great that actually moves the world in a forward direction. The people that he put on there with the Epstein and all this other shit, Hitler, whatever the case may be, these people didn't move the world forward. They pulled everybody back. So so my issue is not necessarily the fact of what he was trying to say. I understood the message. There was maybe three things. One, the song wasn't good. Okay, let's put it lightly. The song wasn't good, and how the song was structured, it wasn't a song that was like, okay, we got something important to say. This is a song that's like, let me see if I can find a way to get attention. That's how the song came off, and it was poorly executed from the Russell's part. Because instead of making a song, because okay, regardless of right or wrong, if you feel like you agree with me or not, I have something important to say, right? There's nothing important that you're not really saying anything. But here's the thing. If you're going to say we're all God's creation, you have to frame it that way. Because once you put heaven sent to names that are reviled for a good reason, if that's even a word, they're hated for a good reason. Not because like, oh, motherfuckers just hating them. No, they're hated because they done some bad things to people. Right? So when you attach the phrase heaven sent, you feel what I'm saying? And then people don't understand. It's like when Jesus was here, they was about to stone the harlot. He said, whoever is without sin may cast the first stone. Everybody dropped their stuff. He gave forgiveness to the sinner. He ate with publicans. Right? These are people that like, what are you doing? And this one, another reason why I know Jesus is real for me is because the same mentality that existed back then when Jesus was on this earth is the same mentality that exists now. There is no forgiveness. There is no compassion. There's no such thing as any of those things. There's no room for forgiveness or reconciliation. But here's the thing. None of us are judges or jurors of that. None of us have control over that. You understand what I'm saying? So, but people don't understand that. People think that, here's the thing. And when I say what I'm saying, I want to make it. I don't feel like I need to make a disclaimer. But I want to put this out there so that people understand exactly where I'm coming from. Not because I'm afraid of backlash. I don't give a rat's ass about no backlash at all. I love backlash. I love when motherfuckers hate me. I like it. I'm used to it. I'm immune to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm the king of Twitter for a reason. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I've been able to, get back on my throne because I've been doing some other shit. But I ain't finna lie. Like, Twitter my playground. I love Twitter. It's toxic as fuck, but I love it because I know how to do what I do on there. You feel me? I know how to maneuver I'm built for that shit. For the insecure motherfuckers, it's going to run them off, not me. You want to act ignorant? I can act ignorant too. How about that? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? So going back to what I was saying about LaRussell. So 3 things was wrong. So first off, the song was bad. And the song came off more or less of he was trying to get shock value and get attention, being controversial rather than just making a song from the heart and saying how he felt. 2 is he used the word heaven sent to describe individuals that have done terrible, bad things to other human beings. That's not necessarily it. And then another thing where I feel like he fucked up at is not understanding, hey, listen, you shouldn't have used the word heaven sent. You should have, if you're going to say we're all God's creation, which is a fact, okay? And even just saying that Epstein is a part of God's creation or Hitler, even just saying that, what profound statement are you actually making at that point in time? Why do I have to stop what I'm doing to go hear that? How is that applicable at this point in time? what needle is that going to move? So you know what people are going to say. People don't care about that you're saying it's true, because it is. People are saying like, yo, why are you associating anything God related with individuals who done vile things? Even though you're right, but the mere fact that those names are trigger words, they're buzzwords for connotating something negative, that in itself is problematic. So honestly, Russell was right. He just worded it wrong. And he should accept accountability that he worded it wrong. And frankly, he should have never came out with the song. Because even if you're going to get people that hate you, you got to have something important to say. You got to be saying something profound or some shit that's like, damn. Like when Beasley was on that podcast, he's talking, bro. Cat Woods on that on Club Shay Shay. They were saying something profound. They were speaking some knowledge and some wisdom that we could take with. There's nothing to take out of the Russell song. Outside of, he basically saying we're all God's creation, regardless of whatever you decide to do as an individual on this earth, that's up to you. But he's right in that. But one, people don't listen. People don't hear. People can't read. And as crazy as much as we're on social media, where it requires us to be able to hear the audio of things, where it requires us to be able to read what's going on, if there's a text and whatever the case may be, if there's text in the post and the caption, it requires us to have some level of reading comprehension. People don't read. People just react. So you have to know that. So it's not wrong being controversial. But what you saying has to have logic, and you can't just be controversial for the sake of just being controversial. And then to make matters worse, you remove the social media, and you talk about how shit was affecting you or your mental, whatever case. And I don't like people being affected by, you understand what I'm saying? I don't like it. You feel me? But it's what I will say. I don't like it. You can't willfully do something controversial that you know is going to... Like, if I say some shit, and I know for a fact it's going to rub people the wrong way, I got to stand on what I say. Now, granted, I could look back on it after some time and somebody break it down to me from a different perspective other than mine and be like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have put it like that. Should have never did it. My bad. You right. And then I backtrack and then I move on and I apologize to those who I offended and I move forward. But most of the time, I make a take and I'm very strong in my conviction. I'm standing on it. So I say that to say this. It's just to kind of, because I went on like a little bit of a soapbox, but just to kind of put things into perspective here. What the hell was I trying to say, dog? Yeah. So, to put things into perspective, Joy Taylor is absolutely 100% correct. Everybody thinks, and let me see something right now. Kev on stage. Kev on stage says something very powerful, and I would like to... And this is directly related. So this directly related to the topic. And what he said was powerful, and I 100% agree with it.
People put the pressure and pedestal on preachers' kids that they don't apply to their own kids. You think because the pastor's son or daughter, I've been pretty vocal about loving LGBT people, and that just doesn't go over well with a lot of church people. And it's just, I've been thinking about, do your kids think I've been pretty vocal about loving LGBT people, and that just doesn't go over well with a lot of church people. And it's just, I've been thinking about this a lot, and if I go to Judgment Day and God is like, Kev, let's talk about your love for LGBT people and all the things you said, I'm gonna take my chances with whatever happens. If he ends up being like, and I didn't like that, well, man, I I thought I was gonna go with love. You know, the word Christian, the IAN in Latin means to be like. So a Christian is to be like Christ. To me, my understanding of the Bible, false teacher,
Prefacing it.
a false teacher, just a nigga. That's all I am. Jesus led with love at every point.
At all points.
At all points. Even when the law, the adulterous woman, and listen, I'm not a theologian, so y'all can dissect this and say I don't understand. That's totally fine. The adulterous woman, the religious scholars try to catch him up. They say this woman committed adultery. The law says we're supposed to stone her. What do you say? And the legal thing, you know, the right thing would be to stone her. But Jesus, in my understanding, came to do what was good, not necessarily what was right or legal. So he said, okay, if let he who is without sin cast the first stone. So to me, you could have legally stoned her, but he chose the goodness of letting her go walk away unscathed. He was always with the sinners and the publicans and the tax collectors. These are the outcasts of society. These are people he spent time with. I think a lot of times, you know, we want to be, we being Christians, we want to be the chastisers and then the correctors of people. I don't choose that path. I choose love over and over, partly because the main reason was very personal to me. I was raised, you know, queerness is a sin, being gay is a sin. I was raised that way. And I remember when my son was born, I held him, you know, when I grew up, he was like, my son was gay, I kicked him out. Like, that was commonplace. Remember when I was holding my son, he was premature, he was like 4 pounds, so he was about this big. He didn't even touch my elbow. His head was here, his legs kind of finished right here. And I remember holding him like, man, I'm so sorry. It don't matter who he loves. I'm not gonna kick him out. He don't have nothing but us. Like, at that, man, I didn't say nothing to church, to nobody in church about this. I just remember having this thought internally. I've been pretty vocal about
This wasn't necessarily.
oh, where's your boy? And she's like, oh, they didn't tell you? Like, one of the deacons was like calling him out.
This was it.
He needed to go to the altar for prayer and all this type of stuff. Didn't know him. He felt uncomfortable, never came back. So in my life, I've seen how love and acceptance versus making people feel unaccepted and unloved, that brought them one person in and pushed two people out. So for me, in practice with my own eyes, I'm not admonishing the whole church. I'm talking about my churches that I went to with my community. I saw what that was, and I'm like, I'm going to lead with love because I've seen what love can do.
I just want to say that I stand with Kev on state.
I stand with her too, but no disrespect, I ain't come to hear you. But I actually that's kind of fucked. I'm sorry. I wanted to be honest with that. That was kind of came off mean. Okay, yeah. So he's 100% correct. But how you realize how many people would have a problem with what he's saying? That's why I never hate like, my favorite artist is a part of the community, dog. Like, I don't, everybody choice is what they choice. And then at the end of the day, if I'm going to say, oh, you do X, Y, and Z, you did X, didn't you? Didn't you do X, Y? Did you do Y, X? Didn't you do Y, Z? Did you do X, Z? You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole conversation about that. But yeah, 100%, like, this is what I learned. And I learned this from personal experience, and recently, I've undergone this. I don't want to say what the situation was exactly, but learning from how I'm receptive to things, I don't like people yelling at me because it makes you want to fight. I don't like people cursing at me because it makes you want to fight. I don't like people demeaning me and then try to do things in the name of tough love because it makes me want to fight. And you could also say, hey, that's because you're a mama's boy. I don't really give a fuck. I am who I am. I'm proud of who I am. You like me, you don't. I don't give two shits. I really don't care. But here's what I'm going to say. Okay, and by the way, when I say that, I love my father equally too. I'm never the type of person, well, I like this person. I just happen to spend a lot of time with my mom, so it is what it is. I'm a mama's boy. But I love my father to death, 100%. Ain't no question about it. I love my father to death, without question. Ain't no mystery in my history. I'm telling you, I love my father to death, 100%. No question. view my mother's more important than my father or vice versa. They both just as important to me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in my family. You feel me? So this what I will say. I had an experience, I think 2-3 weeks ago. And from that experience, I learned a lot from somebody breaking it down from an educational perspective. From a place where they wanted to see me win, even if they didn't necessarily like what I was putting out or what I presented. I like that better. They didn't necessarily like what I presented, but they didn't shit on me. So in that case, and I end up actually learning things, and I started realizing, I'm like, oh snap, I could take what they told me, and I can go apply it. You understand what I'm saying? And there were some things that I disagree with the person about, but I end up, even though they didn't necessarily like what I presented, I didn't end up hating the person. Because the person came at me in a language that I understand. They came at me with, they didn't like what I presented, but, and that's fine. That's a non-issue for me. Even though some people will say, oh, you can't. I'm telling you, I don't care if you don't like what I put out. I don't care. I don't care whoever the hell don't like this goddamn stream when I go up on YouTube. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, dog. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I learned a lot from a place of love. It's like, okay, I see what you're doing. You do this well. You don't necessarily do this well. And I'm telling you how it's going to be perceived by other people. Okay? So I remember being in that environment and people were shitting on me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, this not even, it's supposed to be a space where we are all sharing something personal to us. Our expression, our art is personal. It's personal to us. Even though you don't like it, you don't have to like it. But I was looking at the comments. I'm like, damn, we all supposed to be artists trying to make it. And clearly, if y'all were as good as y'all think that y'all are, you wouldn't be here. Because you would have garnered enough people from the internet to have built a fan base and have built a legitimate business that you can make money off of. Clearly, you haven't done that. You wouldn't fucking be in this. You wouldn't be here. You would be no guy. You wouldn't be here. And then I saw how the other person came at me. And the other person was just like borderline disrespecting me. I'm just like, not even borderline. Actually, in a way, low-key being disrespectful. And in a way, it was very like off-putting. And it was like, he probably think he could talk to other niggas like that in his circle and they'd be okay with it. But ain't no one-size-fits-all approach. And one thing about me, I'm a man. First, I ain't no tough guy, but I'm a man. First and foremost, I don't play no motherfucking games with nobody. You're not finna talk to me any old type of way. You're gonna talk to you with respect and you're gonna leave with love. Because that's what I give to everybody. I give everybody love, give everybody respect. Now, granted, I do be going too far on the stream sometimes, be talking mad shit. But it's all in jest. And if I can't stand your ass, I'ma just say it, nigga. I don't fuck with you. And I probably won't talk about you. But if I genuinely don't like you, I'm going to say I don't like you. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But and niggas that I don't really fuck with, I don't care to like have no long ass conversations or really react to what you. I've done that, but more often times than not, if I don't fuck with what you got going on, I don't mention you. Ain't no reason for me to, for you to take up any airtime or any room or any goddamn. You don't need to live rent free in my head because I don't give a fuck. All right, whatever, you do you, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say this. What he's saying, this applies to church, and he's 100% correct. Most people going to disagree with him. He's 100% correct. So this is going back to what I was saying. I took what this lady said that came with love, that came with some. I saw somebody that, even though they didn't like what I presented, I saw somebody that wanted to see me win. And how did I know that? because of what they were telling me. They were telling me some shit that I didn't even recognize. And not because I was like being willfully ignorant. I genuinely didn't know. I'm ignorant to the information that's being presented to me because I don't know. And that's okay. And this is what I hate about this social media shit. And I hate about being an artist is that motherfuckers expect you because you have the internet, you know everything. No! Sometimes you're going to need some help on some certain shit. At the end of the day, there may be a lot of information out there. Doesn't mean you're going to come across all of it. Most of the time, you're going to really look at shit that applies to you directly in the moment. Motherfuckers not going to know to go goddamn build an LLC. Nigga, I need to go get motherfuckers to try to listen to my music. I need to learn how to establish identity, establish a brand. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna be worried about, oh yeah, make sure you put away 50% of your taxes. Like motherfuckers, their parents. Matter of fact, I learned that shit from my parents. My parents told me like, yo, 50% of your taxes go to the IRS. If you sign W-2s, like that shit's already done already. But if you're making a serious salary, 50% of every check that goes back to the government. That goes to the IRS. My parents told me that. Parents ain't telling their kids that. You know what parents are doing? Handing them this. That's why these little niggas don't know shit now. They just handing them this shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why these kids grow up in we're growing up into a illiterate generation that don't know how to read. They not, like, there's some good things about generation. Like I say, as far as like, you know, understanding production, how taking an interest in production and just experimenting and trying some different things. There's a lot of copycats, but there's some people who's really trying to be innovative and creative. And I see it on TikTok on a daily basis. They may don't have the name recognition yet or the name cachet, but they are really, really talented. More talented than people who actually have the name cachet. And I see it on TikTok on a regular basis. Some don't even get the amount of views that's even match their talent level. You understand what I'm saying? So what I learned is, and this is the lesson that I took from this whole situation. This lesson I took. I said to myself, from here on out, I refuse to go, and maybe this is not necessarily a good thing for me. I don't actually give a fuck. I learned an important lesson. I refuse to, and then again, I've known, I have talked mad shit about this dude, especially as of late. I know. But when Aaron Rodgers said, he said, don't take criticism from people you wouldn't take advice from. And when I thought about it, I'm like, that shit makes so much fucking sense. And then I start to realize another thing too. How the fuck can somebody tell you who you are? They never met you a day before in their fucking life. What, because you heard some of my work? You don't know me. And I started to realize, why the fuck do I care about what niggas got to say about what I got going on? These niggas don't know me. They don't know the work I put behind the scenes. They don't know how my brain works. They don't have a conversation with me. So fuck them. Why do you care? And it broke my spirit for a long ass time. And even now, it's to the point where I don't even think I want to actually make any more fucking music. And it's not because I don't love to do it. I'm just tired of motherfuckers. I'm in a place in my life where motherfuckers just keep making me feel like I'm not important. Motherfuckers keep shitting on me and keep telling me that I'm not shit. And at this point in time, I'm keeping going. That's why I'm here in front of this goddamn camera. But I am tired. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm sick and tired of having to pull myself up all the fucking time. I'm sick of being the only motherfucking cheerleader in my corner. It's fucking irritating. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's tired of being the only motherfucker that care about what I do. I'm tired of being the only motherfucker that want to see me win and believe that I actually can really do some real, genuine shit. Like, really do some serious fucking damage with this shit. We talk about my name's gonna be in the fucking Hall of Fame. My name's gonna be in the fucking history books. Like, we talk about the greatest hip hop and R&B artists are talking about Chris Brown's, we're talking about the SZAs, we're talking about Summer Walker, we're talking about goddamn Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Future, Travis, Nicki Minaj, Cardi, we're talking about the Uzi. Go on, on and on. The greatest to ever fucking do music, period. Legendary, iconic. I belong up there. And I'm so sick of these motherfuckers pretending like I have the worst music I ever heard. Meanwhile, there's motherfuckers who got more emotion than me that don't even have half my fucking skill level. I could look at some shit and be like, you know what? I'll be honest and look at myself inwardly like, you know what? They got something I don't have. They don't! They got resources. They got help. I don't! So whatever the fuck I do or I don't do is on me. You feel what I'm saying? So whatever the hell I do or don't do is 100% on me. So if I fail, hell, I failed. If I didn't know some shit and I fucked up and made a mistake, I didn't know some shit, I fucked up and I made a mistake, and I gotta take that L or that lesson in that moment and bounce back from it. That is the predicament I'm in right now. Real shit. That's the predicament I'm in right the fuck now. I'm in that predicament right now. I'm so sick and tired. And I mean, it's even to the fuck. Matter of fact, fuck this shit, man. We gonna let this motherfucker out. You wanna know why? Because I don't give a fuck. And whoever can say you complaining, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck off my platform, bitch. I say what I want to say. I'm gonna get this shit out. Because I feel like it, motherfucker. Because I say what I want to say on my platform. I don't give a fuck who like it, who don't like it. I don't give a rat's ass. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm up here second guessing myself. I'm up here like debating on whether or not I should keep doing music. And this, I don't let her do shit. Let me just say something right now. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with you. At this point in time of my motherfucking life, the only logical thing to do that makes sense, that's reasonable, is I have to join the army. I don't want to do that. Why? Because I found something I actually love to fucking do, that I could do 24/7 and never get fucking tired of it. And it's not just about the glamorous parts. Like, oh, right here in front of this camera, that's the glamorous part. That's the part. That's the easy part. Having fun, making jokes, acting a fool on this motherfucker. That shit is easy. When I'm in the studio making music and just making whatever the fuck I want to make without fear of judgment and just making shit that I genuinely want to make, doing what the fuck I want to do in the studio. Just okay, I like a beat. This is how I want to go about the song, and that's it. I don't want to do shit else. But the thing is, you know when you love something when you like the less glamorous shit. Performing, I think, is gonna be glamorous once I kind of get used to it. I don't perform in front of people very often. Well, I only did that shit like twice. So I have to get used to performing my song in front of people and overcoming those nerves and those butterflies. That's really the next step in my development. Okay? So I'm up here second guessing myself over and over. I'm like, yo, is these auto-tune settings good? Should you keep, like, you like what you hear? And then I'm afraid to fucking experiment. Now I'm thinking to myself, like, if I really like to try to do some different shit, like, for instance, Juggernaut. The song, you hear the beat, it's not conventional, but I like it, and it sounds different. I actually like the fucking record. I love the record. It sounds different. It's not the same shit everybody else is fucking doing. And it's like, so now I'm even afraid to fucking experiment and do some shit that I genuinely like doing. I'm not confused, but all the bullshit that I encounter from these fucking jealous ass, hating ass bitches is discouraging me. And I don't even fucking know if I want to. Like, I want to keep doing music. If it's up to me, I'm gonna keep doing it. But I'm at a fucking crossroad. I'm at a crossroad because it's like I'm tired of picking myself up over and over again. Man, how many times am I gonna get put on my ass before I get somebody to be like, "Hey, bro, you good? Lift me up," type shit. I'm not saying I want shit to be handed to me. I don't give a fuck about getting some shit out the mud. So I got this shit out the mud. You think this confidence that I got on motherfucking camera, you think this shit always been there? No! This shit took years. I've been making content since I was fucking in 2021. I had a YouTube channel that says 2020 motherfucking one. The Twitch shit, a year. If that. I had Twitch for about a motherfucking year. I've been on camera since 2021. Doing Eagles content. Over and over again. And I was doing that shit in 2021. YouTube was hard as fuck. YouTube's a little bit easier now because of shorts. But it's hard as fuck. I'm talking about, I'm praying, hoping that the video gets 75 views, 100 views. This is back in the time. That's why I respect DDG so much and everybody came out that really got famous, because YouTube was hard as fuck. YouTube was like goddamn playing Hall of Fame level on motherfucking them old sports games. Shit with like is unrealistic ass spin moves. I'm like, what the hell going on here? Like, that's how I feel, bro. But it's like, I gotta find value in what I do. So if I'm crazy, if I'm stupid to most people, then hey, I gotta be stupid to most people. And I gotta deal with that. I gotta take that. I gotta be okay with, like, you know what? You're a fucking fool, man. You should join the military. What the fuck is you doing? You 6 years and you got no fucking motion? What's wrong with you? Are you fucking dumb? Yeah. Yes, I'm dumb. You stupid? You ain't gonna make it. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm not gonna make it. You're right. I'm gonna keep trying to make it anyway. Cause I know what the fuck I can do already. So I gotta realize, man, number one, there's motherfuckers out here that got actual fame off of not even having half your fucking skill set or talent. So what in the fuck makes you think you should just give up because somebody don't like your shit? So the fuck what? Somebody with a little bit of emotion don't like your shit? So the fuck what? So what? So I gotta keep telling myself that. No matter how delusional it may come off, no matter how much of a motherfucking idiot that the outside person will look at me and be like, why the fuck are you still going, bitch? You ain't got no fucking motion. You, what? You ain't making no motherfucking money off this shit. What the nigga stop doing? Nigga go do something else with your life. No. Because I know what the fuck I want to do with my life already. And it's this. And it's music. Music is my number one. But it's this. It's entertaining people for a living. This is what the fuck I want to do in my life. I don't want to do nothing else. I don't want to join the military. There's no reason for me. For what? You shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. You don't know nothing. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Mind your fucking business. But I realized, just kind of wrapping this shit up, man, I refuse to let people dictate who the fuck I am. I refuse to let people tell me who the fuck I am. I refuse to let people try to put me into what they believe is who I am or their perception of me. Fuck you and your perception. I hope your perception fucking stings your goddamn eyeballs. Like, you know how when you goddamn rub sunscreen in your eye and that motherfucker starts stinging? Or like, you know how the blue, you got the sunscreen on and that shit starts stinging your eye out of fucking nowhere? I hope your perception does that to you, bitch. You can't put me in a motherfucker. You can't. Your fucking perception of me don't mean a motherfucking thing. You think it does, and I did let it get to me. I have let it got to me. I gotta remember who the fuck I am. I'm Bruce motherfucking Leroy. Nigga, I'm Daddy Bruce in this bitch. I'm that nigga. I'm him. Do what the fuck I want to do, regardless if it's the best presentation or not. You know for a fact I'm gonna give my 100% all into it. I'm gonna give 110%. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck it possibly can to really, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's been fucking rough. I'm second guessing myself for every fucking thing. Everything. I'm like, damn, can you sing? And granted, I need development in singing. That's not a question. And I'm cool with that. I never looked at my singer and was like, oh, you're a great singer. No, I'm not. But it's okay. Because if you never had no fucking training, you don't know what to do, right? If you're just mimicking other artists, you kind of learn it along the way. Be proud of yourself, because most motherfuckers don't even get to that part. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of learn what you need to learn, get better, self-teach yourself in some ways. That if you need some extra help with somebody has to help you directly, so It doesn't make you less of a person. It makes you even stronger person because you put down your ego to say, hey, listen, what I'm doing is not enough. I need somebody to kind of look over my work to make sure, not because like I'm self-conscious or whatever, but just make sure that I'm moving in the right direction. We're going about doing the things the right way instead of what I believe is the right way. So I got to tell myself every motherfucking day that people don't matter. And I have to stop. And now I have to get to the point where I have to stop creating for other people. Whether that be music, whether it be this, I have to stop creating for other people. And I have to look at some shit and be like, yo, if you actually like what the fuck you put out, put it out. And right? I don't even want to promote my music anymore because it's just like. By the way, just kind of close the thing out on a much more positive note. Congratulations to Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith. They got their 5th-year options picked up. So there's a good chance they might be signed to a big contract. So I like that. That's awesome. Anything else I want to talk about? I heard this Michael Jackson movie good as hell. People actually liked it, which is, you feel me? But yeah, that's all I got to say, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. I'm out this bitch, man.